Yeah, that'll work.
Is it okay? All right.
Yeah.
And then so what we're gonna do? So we have the opening slide, and then I'm gonna introduce this video, the slideshow. It's about like 4 minutes.
Sure.
And then after the slideshow, I'll introduce you. Cool.
Let me just wait back here. Yeah.
Good morning, City College. If you would like to take your seats, we'll be starting in a few minutes. Please take your seats. We'll be starting spring 2026 convocation in a couple minutes. Thank you. Good morning, City College. If you want to take your seats, we'll be starting in 1 minute. Please take your seats. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Thank you. Yeah. All right, City College. If you're ready, let me hear you say yeah. Come on, City College. Y'all can do better than that. Let me hear you say yeah. All right, welcome to Spring 2026 Convocation with this year's theme, Do the Right Thing, Making College Free. Let's give it up. All right, let's kick off today's festivities with a slideshow by our very own Cyprian Iwaba. Thank you, Cyprian. Now give me a warm welcome to Dr. John Bathke, who will be sharing the City College's land acknowledgement.
How come we mute him anyway? In Yan John Bathke says, Yate John Bathke Yenishe, Senjikin in the Shle Bilagana Bashas Chain, Totachini Jadashache Bilagana Dashan Nele. John Bathke, Assistant Professor of Native American Indigenous Studies. I would like to share the City College's land acknowledgement statement. San Diego City College acknowledges that we gather on unceded Kumeyaay land. We value Indigenous knowledge and cultural worldview. We commit to providing transformative educational experiences for all campus members and guests as we examine practices that perpetuate harm against Indigenous, Black, Brown, and other marginalized communities. We pledge to sustain a meaningful and respectful relationship with the Kumeyaay and other indigenous communities as we honor this beautiful land together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. John Bathke. Now let's give it up for your president and my president, Dr. Ricky Shabazz.
Hello, everyone. I feel odd saying Happy New Year, but Happy New Year, happy spring semester is what our ASG president suggested. Selena, good to see you all. There is a lot that goes into putting it on Convocation. And so I just want to publicly thank Michael and the team up in the booth. Let's give them a round of applause. Behind the scenes, behind me, two amazing classified professionals who always come up with something that we add to Convocation. This year, we've got some captions going on to the right. Let's give it up to Sean and Eric, certainly Majda and the team. Caesar has officially turned himself into the hype man. Let's give it up for Caesar and the marketing team. Certainly my office, Melanie, Andy, the entire facilities team. Let's give them a round of applause. I see Ginger and the team back there. This takes a lot of effort to ensure that we're ready. And if you all could only see the comic relief of what happens behind the scenes, but we always figure it out. I love this college. I love it because I get to work with amazing classified professionals, supervisors, faculty, managers. And so you're going to hear a lot of updates from various people on campus. And we're going to begin with our Academic Senate President. Let's give a City College round of applause for Mona Alsaremi Espiritu.
Welcome back. And good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for that. I hope everyone enjoyed their break and their holiday season and their new year. I want to start with just an acknowledgement that for a lot of our students and some of our employees, holiday season is actually about to start. How many of you are about to start a holiday season? Raise your hands, maybe. Lunar New Year, Ramadan. Okay, a few people. So I'm one of those people, and I know a lot of our students are getting ready for a February Lunar New Year celebration, for Ramadan, which will end after 30 days in Eid, which is their biggest, well, one of our biggest holidays of the year. So I want us to be thinking about that this semester as we get into our semester and go full speed ahead into, like I said, what will be our students' holiday season. So what that means is we just should be thinking about giving them some grace. You know, I see way too many students say, I can't take time off for my holiday because I have an exam. So I hope that none of our students will need to deal with that. I hope none of our employees will need to feel like that all of us will have the grace and space to celebrate whatever we celebrate when that time comes. I also think it's important just to acknowledge those students, particularly our students. So if we think about people on our campus who are celebrating Ramadan, often those students are immigrants or children of immigrants. Often those students are Black. Often those students are Somali, and those students are Muslim. And that is kind of like right in the crosshairs of some very awful people right now. So I want us to acknowledge what those students might be feeling at the start of this holiday season, at the start of what's supposed to be the most peaceful time of year, and just ask them how they're doing. Just ask them how their Ramadan is going. Acknowledge that they are being attacked, they're being called garbage, and they need us as a community to wrap our arms around them and let them know that they belong here and that we can support whatever they're going through. Okay, to Senate business, I just want to highlight that we passed a few really important resolutions. I want to give a shout out to people who worked on a resolution. If you worked on, actually, they might not be here. So I know a number of people worked on resolutions this semester that were both a part of Senate and not a part of Senate, including Professor Terry Hughes, who worked on a sustainability resolution that passed in our Senate. So please give her a round of applause. This is a really important resolution to our campus and our students, and we're starting to kick off a series of workshops and discussions around sustainability and thinking about how we can plan more sustainable events, starting with this Friday when we're holding a classified event on sustainability, and then faculty events will be coming later. Next, we passed a resolution opposing surveillance on campus. I know there were a lot of people who had mixed feelings about this, but once ICE raids started happening, most of those people realized that it is the right thing for our campus right now, that less surveillance is better, and that we do not want to live in a police state, and that we also don't feel comfortable having that surveillance data out there in the world. So congratulate yourselves as a Senate, as a campus for passing that resolution, for doing the right thing for our students. And lastly, we passed a resolution to increase childcare access on campus for our students and, if possible, for our employees. How many of you have children? Yeah, a lot of us have children. A lot of our students have children. And many of our students don't have access to our childcare facilities right here on campus. And so we'll be working with our district across the district to figure out how we can get more of our students that access. Because if you have children, you might know that the number one thing that prevents you when you have young children from getting things done is lack of childcare, right? So we want to try to get that done for our students, to make that happen for our students, to figure out what the barriers are. So I'm really proud of our Senate for passing that, what ended up being a very difficult resolution. But we did some really good work in Senate to make that happen. So again, give yourselves a round of applause for that. So coming up, we have a couple really exciting things. Starting Monday, we'll be looking at the revised faculty hiring prioritization process that a work group of faculty worked all semester on. And I'm super proud of the work we did. We met many times, maybe more than we wanted to look at something that was already good and make it what we think a little bit better and a little bit more equitable. So that's happening on the 2nd, and there will be a vote on that. And then we're also looking at more student-led resolutions. I was just having a conversation with Selena, our ASG president, about some students that want to bring resolutions to our Senate. And the students are what we're here for, right? So for our students to be bringing resolutions to us, our students to be saying, this is what we need your support with, is really exciting. We've had unprecedented student participation this past semester, this past year. So that is exactly what we should be doing in Senate, not only opening the door for faculty feedback, but collaborating with students. So I'm super proud of our Senate for that. Next, I have a few shout outs. Last semester, we needed sudden support in our Senate. We had a few people that couldn't serve when we needed positions filled, and 2 people filled in. One is Dr. Megan Barrow, who filled in at the last minute as the interim secretary. And then Dr. Stephanie Padilla, who filled in as the interim part-time officer. So please give them a big round of applause for filling these roles that nobody wanted to fill at the last minute, and not just filling the roles, but also doing a really great job. There will be an election this semester for those positions. Next is Sean Bacon, the chair of chairs, who also filled in a role for this semester as interim chair of chairs. So I'm really grateful that he's filled that role and that we can start to work with him and the Academic Senate executive team. So please give him a round of applause. And lastly, I want to comment on a resolution that we passed actually last spring, I believe, which was a divestment resolution. You probably hear me and the students talk about divestment a lot. It is an Academic Senate issue, divesting our campus funds and then also our state CalSTRS funds, our state pension funds, is part of the work at Academic Senate as per the resolution. So I want to remind us that CalSTRS is actually meeting today, the board. They make decisions about divestment. Let them know what you think. You should have a survey in your inbox titled, We Want to hear from you. And so if you look that up, you can find the survey and you can tell them what you think about that. And also look out for an email from me that gives you some information about what CalSTRS divestment means, how they're invested right now. And I can tell you one company right now that many of you might know that they're invested in is Palantir, a surveillance company that's both doing awful harm in Palestinian-Israeli territory and here in this country, right? So we don't want I don't want my pension funds invested, and I think a lot of faculty don't want their pensions invested in that way. There is absolutely something you can do, right? This is our choice. So please take initiative and help us make that resolution, turn that resolution into action. And then lastly, I just want to remind you that our Senate meets Monday the 2nd, and then every other Monday at 2:30. Every single person is welcome, students, faculty. If you'd like to get on the agenda, there's a form on our website. And I look forward to seeing you all this semester, Mondays, and starting this very Monday on the 2nd at 2:30. Thank you.
Hi. Um, hey, everyone. Welcome back. We've got an awesome semester ahead of us. I am Sean Ryan, your classified Senate president, and we have an awesome classified Senate. We've grown this past fiscal year. We're stronger than ever. We have elections coming up at the end of this semester, and things are just looking awesome with our classified Senate. If you're interested in working with us, we still have room for additional senators. We have room for additional helpers. We can use everything. In a change of tone, the climate right now, the national climate is pretty dismal. But I think that this is a moment in history for us to stand up. And I think the values of this district and this campus leaders, our values and our commitment to social justice, we will prevail to better times. But in this place right now, we are asking our classified to stand up. We're going to be supporting our community, supporting our students, and supporting our colleagues. This spring, we're working on a series of programs for classified focusing on service. We're going to be providing opportunities and participating in outreach, community service projects, and growing our caring campus. With our caring campus, we're going to be having forums, conversations with our managers on campus, our student service areas on campus, and other constituent groups on what you would like to see us do with caring campus. Marco in the Professional Learning Center is helping us with these endeavors, and we're looking to closely align the work of Caring Campus into actualizing You Belong Here through the work that our classified employees do on campus. We are currently engaged in a pilot work program. We are currently engaged in a 36-hour work week. This was asked on by classified with our union to look at a non-traditional work week, moving away from the 40-hour work week in attempts to curate a work-life balance and just a lot of the more progressive work environments are moving towards a different work schedule. So we're currently in a 36-hour work model. This is a pilot program that we're running through March. And the Classified Senate, we will be having open office hours for anyone in the community, students, faculty, administrators, and of course, classified, to come in and share any thoughts that you have on our 36-hour work week. Our ambition is a 32-hour work week. So we're going to kind of report on and see what comes up with this work week. Our goals with this is to not impact our current services. Departments are working with their employees in different ways. One of the broader plans is that without impacting student service, a lot of programs are going to be operating on a shorter workday on Fridays. So if you have any comments, you have any feedback, we are looking for that. We're going to be compiling everything and sharing it with the district on our findings. March 11th, we will be having a forum in the cafeteria. And one of the main topics will be this 36-hour work week, as well as other issues that are coming up. Another thing with our 36-hour work week is that we understand that that impacts our classifieds ability to attend professional development. So I'm working with Marco in developing options for our professional development programs. We're looking at having remote workshops available, pre-recorded workshops that you can view at your leisure, and also booking programs in blocks. So you can choose to attend a morning session or an afternoon session. I'll be sending out updates in our calendar within the next couple weeks. I'll send that out as a DL to the campus. Everyone is invited. Our open classified Senate meetings are on fourth Thursdays from 2 to 3 in the Professional Learning Center in room R116. Again, I'll send out a memo to the campus to invite you all. Everyone is welcome to come to these meetings. We as the Classified Senate, we're here to represent the voices of our classified professionals. And the Classified Senate sits on the College Council as a constituent group. We report out from our classified folks on campus to College Council, and then we report back to our classified constituents on issues relating to the campus. With that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our SPA representative, Daniel Gonzalez. Thank you for your time. We're looking forward to a great spring semester.
Good morning, everybody. This is my favorite part of the year. My name is Daniel Gonzalez, and on behalf of SPA, I would like to welcome you to Spring Convocation. SPA stands for the Supervisory and Professional Administrators Association. Today, I just want to highlight some of the things that we do here on campus. Supervisors and professional administrators help turn the idea of making college free into something real for students. We often take things that are free for us for granted. But for many of our students, even the most basic things like safe, clean, quiet environments, free from distraction, are not guaranteed. That's why supervisors being present on campus matters. Supervisors show the commitment every day by being here, leading the teams that keep services running, spaces open, and help available when students need it. Access only matters if students can actually use it. And that only happens when the people are here present to support them. Supervisors also lead teams in close partnership with classified professionals, managers, faculty, and students, recognizing that making college free is a shared effort built on collaboration. I'm just going to highlight a couple of things that supervisors do here. I'm not going to say their names because there's too many, and I'm not going to name everybody because I'll be here all day. Through basic needs, supervisors help ensure students have access to emergency support and essential resources so that they can focus on learning instead of survival. In the library, supervisors, I'm the supervisor there, support zero textbook costs, initiatives, technology loan programs, and a safe study spaces that give students reliable access to textbooks, technology, and a place to learn. Through the work of facility supervisors, campuses are kept clean, safe, and well-maintained, providing an environment where students can focus and feel supported. Child Development Supervisor helps provide free or low-cost healthcare, removing one of the biggest barriers to students' parents face. And college police sergeants and lieutenants play a crucial role in keeping our campus safe and free from crime so students can be here without the fear and focus on their education. These are just a few examples of the many ways supervisors support the mission of making college free every single day. Doing the right thing means more than declaring college free. It means a commitment to the people, the spaces, the systems that make learning possible. Supervisors do the work by being present, leading collaboratively, and ensuring students don't fall through the cracks. SPA is proud to stand with you in this work and remains committed to student success. Just a side note, we meet every third Wednesday. So if anybody wants to bring an issue to our meetings, usually they're virtual, please contact me. And that way we can share information and do more collaborative efforts.